Oh, everything's telling me to be quiet today. Why? I don't know, and I don't really care. And the shirt said, that's the deal. Bite me. I'm going to do what I want, like I always do. You know, the one thing about God, he gets pissed off at me. I don't listen to him. I don't care what he says. I don't care what he wants me to do. He tells me go right, I go left. I don't care. I do my own thing. My own, not his own thing. I'm not a robot. I'm not an avatar. I'm not here to be a puppet with no strings. It's just... And if that's what he wants, he'll have to find someone else. And I don't think that's what he wants, because he would have found somebody else then. I wouldn't be in the position I'm in if that's what he wanted. He gave me all the tools to do all the things I do and gonna do and all that. And, it's like nobody tells Derek Jeter how to play baseball. He knows how to play baseball. You don't need to be coached. You don't need to be told what to do. And I don't either. And I won't listen to it. I don't care. And like I said, with the good wolf and the bad wolf, you don't know if it's the devil telling you to do it or God's telling you to do it. And I don't play the game of either or, because I think it's a good cop, bad cop situation. And I don't care when you get in that kind of situation, you got to tell them both go to hell, because they're both the devil. And that's what I see this whole thing as. See, heaven, in my heaven, and this is my heaven, it's not anybody else's. Brave people come to my heaven. The brave firemen, EMS, cops go to hell because they're not brave. If they were brave, they can get rid of the sidearm. Otherwise, they can go to hell. And the firemen don't carry a sidearm. Not one cop went in those buildings in 9/11. Not one fireman went in those buildings in 9/11 with a sidearm on. And they didn't come out. And 300 of them went into those buildings. And I don't know how anybody could think they're going to come out. So they knew they weren't coming out. They knew it was a one-way trip. So that's what they got. But I respect brave people. You know what? Because I'm brave. And that's just I went and I don't want to say it, but PUSSY, whatever, Like even with women, if you're a brave woman, I respect you highly. And if you're not, I got a problem. The problem is when you have brave people around you and you bring in brave people like the fire department, the whole group is stronger. The whole group is better off. What is the story? You're as weak as your weakest link. And if all you hire is weak people, then what are you doing? You got a bunch of wimps. And I'm going to make new rules. You've seen already what I'm doing, I would make rules like, if you want to own a business, you got to join the fire department. Period. If you want to be a politician, you got to be on the fire department. And the thing is, too, when you can't qualify to be a fireman anymore because you're not physically able to be a fireman, well, you're not physically able to be a politician either. So you're off the politician job. It's gone. It's done. So you can keep your business, but you're not going to be a politician. It's gone. We're not going to have Schumers and Pelosi's and stuff. It's not going to happen. Those people should have been gone 20 years ago. So, I don't think any of them can carry a hose. They don't belong. They don't belong there. And they're not going to be there. And I'm telling you, this, you're not waiting. You don't need a news story on the news to do what I'm telling you to do. You know, I told the mobsters they have to give the money to the kids and their wives and their daughters, and that's it. And if you're waiting for the news, if you haven't done it and the news story breaks, you're going to hell, period. You're not buying yourself out of, see, confirmation. You're not buying your way out of hell. You have to do it before. You have a window of opportunity right now to do it. If you don't do it, goodbye nurse. You know. And the way it goes, you know. And for everybody else, you know, Monday should be a very busy day at the bank, because all the banking stuff has to go in the wife's name, and only the wife's name. And you know, when the wife dies, the money doesn't go to the husband; it goes to the daughter or daughters. And if there are no daughters, it goes to charity. You men are screwed with me. I'm fucking you big time. Get used to it.